Welcome to TMA TV. My name's Bonnie Hernandez, and this is a very special episode. We've traveled to Dallas, Fort Worth, and guess who grew up here? My co-host, Alicia Leal. So we have come to his mom's house to meet with two locals that you're gonna love. The girl with the majestic voice. Boy, she got some pipes. Monica Salivad. And the Marilyn Monroe of the industry. She walks like her, talks like her. She even does her rendition of Happy Birthday to you, Lauda Linda. And Lauda Linda is on the top 10 for Rudy Trevino's Tejano Gold Countdown. We're gonna see their latest videos, but hold on. I told Alicia, you grew up here? Do you know Dak? Can you give me a souvenir from Dak? He's like, I got you. He got me this teddy bear. Alicia, I thought everything was bigger in Texas. Don't worry, your mom came through. Little teddy bear, huge. How about them Cowboys, baby? Thank you to Alicia's mom for hooking me up. And I love your little teddy bear too, Alicia. All right, so we're going to be talking to the ladies with Alicia, and we have big news. The Tejano Music Awards is coming back in person. You heard right. We're gonna have the exclusive. We'll be there with all the artists, the up close and personals. And yes, we're even gonna have tickets for all of you. And if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, you must subscribe to it. We've got an in-depth interview with the legend, Gilbert Rodriguez. You've got to know him. He's from the Blues. Now the Blues what? Here's a little trivia. If you know what band it is besides just the Blues, it's a whole name. Send us an inbox, first person to our Facebook to send that inbox. You'll win a little something from TMA TV. He's gonna get in-depth and personal 30 minutes with Alicia on our YouTube channel. They'll talk about Sunny Salceda, Little Joe, the Dinos, and so much more. All right, we're ready. We are gonna go right now to Alicia and Monica Salivad. And you're going to see her heart. Let's go to Alicia.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming to the show. One of the things that we like to do is obviously talk to new artists, and you're a very, very new artist. You were the Tejano Idol winner in 2015.
Yes.
And at the Tejano Music Award, I should have introduced you to the Tejano, let me say, the Tejano Music Award.
From humble beginnings to the great, Tejano Music Award. I love it.
So in 2020, you won the New Female Artist, right?
Yes.
So tell me about that experience. Did you expect to win? Tell me about it.
Honestly, I was just super excited and super happy. The thing about it was that it was all virtual. It was our very first Tejano Music Awards that was virtual. So I was the best new female artist for the very first virtual Tejano Music Awards.
How about that?
So you gotta take, the good with the bad.
Yeah. You know who put that together? I don't know, some guy named Lisa.
This guy right here.
We're still doing it. We're still. Well, I don't know if we're virtual or I don't know what we are now.
Right.
But okay, so let me ask you a few questions. How did you start your career?
So I actually started off as a track singer. I didn't have a band. And there's so many people, for the people that don't know what a track singer is, it's somebody that goes around with just their tracks and they'll sing kind of in between the bands at the Hano Fanfare and things like that.
Okay.
So I started off.
So you were like a fill-in?
Yeah, basically. So when the bands would kind of change out, I would be the one in the middle. And I would do this not just in Spanish and not just in Tejano. I would do this rock, pop, R&B, soul.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I have English and Spanish in the background.
Oh, that's fantastic. So do you speak both languages as well?
I don't.
Well, I'm not doing either, but we're learning, right?
Yes, I want to tell everybody, it is super, super, super important, especially within our culture. Speak both languages, learn how to speak both languages, because then you're going to end up like me and, wanting to have that culture and wanting to understand more. And so now I'm learning a lot more about my culture and the language and everything like that.
Okay, so I read you're going to be part of the Tejano Vegas showcase that's happening this year.
I am.
Is that your first time performing there?
It's not my first time.
Right,
It's not my first time. I did get to perform at the Grand Ballet, I believe maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay.
And I got to perform with La 45 along with Devin Banda and Emily Flores,
Okay.
which we paid tribute to artists that have come before us, like Steve Jordan and Jesse Sorata. And
Oh, I love hearing that.
yeah, so I got to do 2 songs from both of them.
Okay, what songs did you do? Do you remember?
It's been a little bit.
That's okay if you don't.
Quiero Conocerte.
Oh,
was one
quiero
of them.
conocerte. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a jam, okay.
And then Si Te Portas Mal.
Oh, that's a good one too, by Steve Jordan.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
Oh, yeah. Jay Pettis, I think we did that song too after a
Yeah,
while.
I believe so.
Yeah. Do you have a moment where you were on stage or you were at a point in your career where you looked and said, you know what? I'm doing it.
I've had a lot of those this last couple of years.
Okay.
You know, just winning my award was a big deal. And it's a bittersweet one. And I talk about this story all the time. A lot of my fans and a lot of my family know this. My cousin, Erica, was a big supporter in all of my music and in everything that I did. And, you know, she was a part of my other cousin's band called Veronica y Avance.
I remember that.
And I won my award, ironically enough, and not everybody knows this, but I won my award 10 years later from when she won her award
Oh, how
for
about
Best
that?
New Female Artist
How about that?
and Best New Group. She won both. I only got one, but she
Oh.
won both.
Okay, all right. Yeah, well, you still have time to win like a way more, right?
But Erica was a part of that band. She was the bass player.
Okay.
Well, I recently lost my cousin.
Oh, I'm sorry, okay.
And ironically enough, we were at her wake. We were at her viewing whenever I got the news that I won my
Oh,
award.
wow. So it was like a passing of the spirit almost, huh?
It felt like that, you know.
Wow.
We're big believers.
That's bittersweet, I guess.
We're
huh?
big believers in that, and that she is still here and she's still in present with us, and it's a
I have her
big-
CD.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still do. And she's got a real good, there was a real good cumbia on there that I used to like. I don't remember the name of it, but that's,
And I mean, it's crazy how everything works, and you know, to me that was a bittersweet moment. You know, my award meant everything to me, and just the fact that, you know, we think, some people think that whenever people pass away, then they're no longer here with us. But there's little signs here and there of her being there.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'm sure she's looking down from heaven and you're smiling proud. As all of us are, after hearing your testimony today and your story. That's fantastic. Okay, I have this game I call word association. If you watch the show, you're probably familiar with it. Okay, so basically, I'm going to give you the name of an artist that I just come from the top of my head. And I want you to tell me something about them, whether it's a story about them that you had, you know, with them, or just thoughts. Okay? All right. So I'm going to start with Elida. Tell me something about Elida.
Elida has always been somebody that I look up to in the sense of like going above and beyond just, you know, just performing and just being okay with just staying in the performance lane. She is an entrepreneur. She has her own makeup line. She keeps working hard. She's a go-getter. She's an entrepreneur. She's a hard worker. I love her very, very much. I got to finally have a conversation and meet her, not this last year, but the year before, at the TMA's, you know, fanfare. And I literally like just cried. I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're here, you know. So.
Yeah, she's beautiful. Okay, Stephanie Montiel.
Stephanie Montiel, she is an amazing powerhouse vocalist. There's no stopping her with her vocals. I mean, it's just every single time that I watch her perform, it just gets better and better and better. I mean, being able to share the stage with her one time in Angleton, Texas, I think it was doing a Lara Canales song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And just, it's amazing because she's actually seen me from right before I became a Tejano artist to now. So she's seen me and she gave me the advice to just keep going and to keep pursuing music, and she's
fantastic.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. How about Gary House?
Gary House is one of those people that has amazing music. People have followed him for a long time. I finally got to meet him a couple of years back. I got to, I think, open up for him.
Does he really have green eyes?
He does.
Ah.
Yes, he does.
So where can your fans and your new fans find this album and get it?
So you can find Soy Más Fuerte Deluxe on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, all digital platforms as of right now. We do have tangible copies we are going to be setting up on monicasaldivar.square.site. That is where all of our merchandise is going to be. including t-shirts and hats and things like that,
Awesome.
as well as the original album too, the very first one.
Any final words for all of your fans?
I just want to say thank you so much to everybody watching, and thank you for the support. God bless.
Soy más fuerte que tus engaños y las traiciones con las que siempre me has pagado. Soy más fuerte que las palabras con las que siempre intentaste humillarme. Soy fuerte, soy más fuerte. No esperes ver mis ojos llorando por tu adiós. Hace tiempo se cansaron. No esperes que mi corazón extrañe tu amor. Hace tiempo ya te he olvidado y solo Dios me dio el valor y soy más fuerte. Soy más fuerte que los golpes que me dabas cada noche que llegaba. Soy fuerte, soy más fuerte. No esperes ver mis ojos llorando por tu adiós. Hace tiempo se cansaron. No esperes que mi corazón extrañe tu amor. Hace tiempo ya te he olvidado y solo Dios me dio el valor y soy más fuerte. No esperes ver mis ojos llorando por tu adiós. Hace tiempo se cansaron. No esperes que mi corazón extrañe tu amor. Hace tiempo ya te he olvidado y solo Dios me dio el valor y soy más fuerte. Y solo Dios me dio el valor y soy más fuerte.
Isn't Monica Saliva so awesome? That was her latest video. I love Monica so much that Alicio, give Monica my Dallas Cowboys bear. That's how much I love her. All right, let's see who has made it to Rudy Trevino's Tejano Gold Top 10 Countdown.
Number 10, M2 with Ratatatata. Number 9, Obsesión with El Sugar. Number 8, Los Chamacos with Chamacos Medley. Holding number 7, Laura Linda with Tú eres mi hombre y yo soy tu mujer. Number 6, South Texas Homies with Una Promesa. At number 5, it's Geneva with Entre tus brazos. At number 4, climbing up the charts, is Ruben Ramos with Ay Charanga, Hugh Guerrero, Es Esta Vida.
And number 3, it's Ruby Ann with Porque Duele el Amor. And number 2, holding strong, it's Marcos Orozco with Cada Día Más. And still top dog in number 1, it's Lucky Joe with Hasta la Miel Amarga.
Live from the beautiful city of San Antonio, Texas, Tejano Music Awards.
Hi everyone, I am Alicia Leal with TMA TV, and we're shooting today at my mama's house in Dallas, Texas. And today I'm so happy because I have Lada Linda. Hey,
How's it going?
Hey, very good. And I should say Tejano Music Award winner, Lada Linda.
Hey.
So you have the number 3 song on Root 3's top 10 right now.
Yes.
Yeah, and it has a long name, so hold on, give me a second. It is Tú eres mi hombre y yo soy tu mujer.
Yes.
So you're in a re-emergence in your career. So for the audience that wasn't familiar with you initially, tell me a little bit of how your career started.
You know, I was originally country. I
Oh.
was in the country industry prior.
Okay.
Before I, opened up shows for Mark Chestnut, David Allen Poe, Tim McGraw before he made it with Refried Dreams. And
Okay.
so I was in South Texas, Corpus Christi.
Okay, now that's your hometown.
Born and raised Corpus Christi, Texas.
Okay, puro pocos.
Yes.
All right.
And so I kept, I went to the Nashville You Can Be a Star. I made it, I was one of the top 3 finalists. Performed at the Stockyard Bullpen, did all that. It was Laura Linda in Texas Gold Rush.
Oh, okay.
Back in the day. So anyway, I kept hearing, Laura, you're not going to move to Tennessee. You need to really, and we incorporated some Tejano music in our sets.
Okay, really? So while you were
Yes.
touring with the country bands, you would play Tejano.
Yes.
Okay, and then you took a little bit of a sabbatical, I guess, and kind of concentrated on some other stuff. You got a bachelor's degree in science, is that right?
Bachelor's degree of Applied Arts and Science. Yes.
That's
University of
impressive.
North Texas.
That is impressive.
Thank you.
That is impressive.
Thank
So what made you kind of stop for a little bit and go back and get your education?
you. A lot of people ask me that, and it was just a personal decision.
Mhm.
But I lost my mother in 2000, and everybody knew her. She was known as the queen and the founder of the Ballet Folklorico Corpus Christi. Very
Okay.
well known. And so I just didn't have the life in me, the heart to want to continue at that very moment.
Okay.
And so one thing led to another, life got in the way. I ended up going to work as a fabulous, at the fabulous high school in Dallas, Sunset High School.
Sunset, Puro Cliff, yeah, we're from there, yeah. That's on Jefferson.
On Jefferson, I just came from there, as a matter of
Yeah.
fact.
Did you go to New York City for lunch?
That's my favorite
Me
one.
too, we're trying to go to there, but mom says it's too far.
Woo!
Woo!
You go.
So anyway, so you get to Sunset.
So I get to Sunset, and I just was trying to find myself. I told Daddy I'm gonna go to Dallas for a couple of weeks. 2 weeks turned into 3 weeks, a month, 3 years. I never went back home, Alicia.
So you left Corpus Christi after your mom passed to Dallas and then to stay here.
Honestly, my band was in Dallas.
Okay.
Okay, I was on tour with Joe Lopez y El Grupo Más.
Oh,
It
wow.
was back then. It was Joe Lopez, Laura Linda y La Nueva Imagen Más.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yes. And so I decided, and that was my last one. So I said, my band is over here. So I said, I'm just gonna go. I just never went back home.
So tell me, what prompted you to get back into your music career in this re-emergence that you're going through now?
I always wanted to, Alicia, and I had wanted to for some time ago.
Okay.
And it just didn't happen. But I really, really wanted, to get back into the music. My heart has always been in it.
So, okay, well, let's talk about your number 3 song.
It's for all the women, para todas las mujeres que
Okay.
están escuchando. Tú eres mi hombre
Mm-hmm.
y yo soy tu mujer.
I get chills down my spine, and I love the way you say my name too, by the way. It's like so sexy. So tell me about that song. What was the inspiration? Who wrote it? Did you write it?
So it was was written, of course, by a very famous songwriter, as you know in the industry, Beto Ramon.
Yeah, Beto Ramon.
Yes, and he's written about 3 of my songs. And of course, I continue to be with the top producers in La Onda Tejana. Like my first song was with Brando Mireles.
Oh, Brando.
And Manny Garza, because you know, I used to perform with Brando.
Yeah.
And
he's back with Joe.
He is back with Joe.
And they sound great.
Yes, he's phenomenal.
Yeah, he is phenomenal. Okay, since you were in the country world, all right, what do you see as, you know, the thing that Tejano needs? Because country was in a dip for a little while, right? And then all these young artists start to come to fruition, come to, you know, age and whatnot, and now they've redefined country because people say, oh, it's not country anymore, it's pop country or whatever. But the ratings on those radio stations that play country show that people like that.
Absolutely.
So, to that point, what do you think is required in the Tejano industry to get that kind of resurgence that's nationwide?
If we could just concentrate on being able to accommodate both, you know, young and older crowds, I think that our market would be a whole lot more successful.
So tell me about the new song that is going to be going into this new Mexican regional market.
So we went a complete different route this time in this show, and I'm working with the Monterey Project.
Okay, tell me, what is the Monterey Project?
The Monterey Project, they're a group in Monterrey. Estamos trabajando con un grupo muy fuerte en Monterrey.
Okay.
Very, very strong, and they have produced my next song, and I have used a producer and musicians from Monterrey that are doing this next song.
Oh, fantastic.
So, they've already recorded it. I'm trying to learn it.
Okay.
And Lee's like, hurry up, Laura, you need to finish. We need to get going and stuff. Anyway, so I'm trying to learn it. But the name of the song, get the drum out.
Get the drum out.
You know how the drink in Mexico is tequila.
Right.
So the name of the song is Neon Tequila.
I don't have one. Wow, how about that? So, all right. So I have this little game we do on the show. If you've seen the show, it's called Word Association. Basically, I'm just going to drop a few names of Tejano artists, and if you have a comment about them or a quick story, just kind of tell us, or what you think about them first as they drop their name. Okay?
All right.
All right. So let's stick into Corpus. Let's go, since you're from Corpus and you talked about Selena.
I can honestly say she was definitely a genuine, or not genuine, I would say very unique artist.
Since you are familiar with country, how about this guy, Ram Herrera? He does a lot of country. Tell me about Ram.
Oh, Ram. You know, I don't know him super well, but he just has an amazing voice. He really does. He has an amazing voice that I admire.
Well, where can folks find out how to get and buy your music and where you're going to be next? Where can they go?
So, we're on all the digital platforms.
Okay.
Spotify, if you go to YouTube under Laura Linda, we have all of our videos. We have all of our music on Amazon Music, you name it.
All right, well, Laura Linda, it has been great to meet you. I wasn't sure what kind of interview you were going to have because we never met. And I can tell you're a genuine person with a good heart and a great, bright future.
Thank you.
And anything we can do to help support you, you've got our 100% backing.
Thank you so much, Alicia. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And we thank all of you for watching
TMA TV.
TMA TV.
Bésame como si fuera la última vez, que solo contigo me gusta hacer el amor. Cuando siento yo tus manos recorrer mi piel, yo sé que es amor, yo sé que es amor. Tómame en tus brazos, dame lo mejor de ti. Cuando estoy contigo es cuando siento feliz. Cuando me acaricias y me entregas tu pasión, yo sé que es amor, yo sé que es amor. Quiéreme como te estoy queriendo. Bésame, hazme sentir mujer. Ámame como te estoy estoy amando, que quiero yo contigo amanecer. Tú eres mi hombre y yo soy tu mujer. Tómame en tus brazos, dame lo mejor de ti. Cuando estoy contigo es cuando siento feliz. Cuando me acaricias y me entregas tu pasión, yo sé que es amor, yo sé que es amor. Quiéreme como te estoy queriendo. Bésame, hazme sentir mujer. Ámame como te estoy amando, que quiero yo contigo amanecer. Quiéreme como te estoy queriendo. Bésame, hazme sentir mujer. Ámame como te estoy amando, que quiero yo contigo amanecer. Tú eres mi hombre y yo soy tu mujer. Tú eres mi hombre y yo soy tu mujer.
It's the new El Tejano Dance Party. Biggest party in San Antonio happens every morning from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on your favorite Tejano station, KLMO 98.9, with host Eliseo Leal and San Antonio's best club DJs. El Tejano Dance Party on 98.9 KLMO with Eliseo Leal and his DJ crew, only on 98.9 KLMO. It's the new El Tejano Dance Party. Biggest party in San Antonio happens every morning from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. only on 98.9 KLMO. And don't worry, Big Boy fans, he ain't going nowhere. He's gonna stick around and party.
That's it. We gotta go. My name's Bonnie Hernandez, and I hope you enjoyed this week's edition of TMA TV. Thank you so much to Eliseo Leal for bringing us to his beautiful mother's home. And thank you to your mom for letting us in. Monica Saldivar, Marilyn Monroe of the industry, Laura Linda, you both are diamonds, and we were so honored to interview you. Now, what will we be doing next week? Come back to find out. And make sure you tell your friends about us, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and maybe, just maybe, we'll be giving away tickets for the Tejano Music Awards next week right here, because this time, the Tejano Music Awards will be in person. Now, there is no way that we could be in Dallas, Texas without thinking about the Dallas Cowboys. Hut, hut! We'll see you next time. We are TMA TV.